Yeah, I swear, she must have like claustrophobia or something. Like half of her last 10 movies either have to do with mountains, national parks, waterfalls, or white waters. You just can't keep this chick indoors.
Yeah, weird.
I mean, I guess.
You know, I've never been to the Rocky Mountains. Or any mountains.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews. We are officially in May Hallmark programming.
It's May.
Even though it doesn't really feel like May. Well, it is very warm. But hopefully these Hallmark movies can bring us some sunshine, right?
Everybody loves the sunshine.
Today, we are reviewing A Whitewater Romance, starring Sydney Busby and Benjamin Hollingsworth. The writer is Juliana Wimbles. Some other credits include A Splash of Love, Love in the Maldives, and Spotlight on Christmas.
The director here is Jason Bork. Some other credits include A World Record Christmas, Miss Christmas Comes to Town, and Game of Love.
Wah.
I like that one.
So, what's this one about?
Maya attends an exclusive business retreat in the Rocky Mountains where she meets Matt, who initially is her competitor. As they're forced to pair up, an unlikely connection begins to evolve.
So, what'd you think?
Okay, I have to admit, I was not looking forward to this one when I saw the previews. We haven't been the biggest fans of these national park, nature, forest adventure movies, which all coincidentally, or not, star Cindy Busby. Wait, Busby?
I mean, yeah, are you saying Busby?
Busby.
Busby. Are you saying Cindy bugs me?
Oh my gosh, Cindy bugs me. Oh my goodness.
Busby.
Busby, yes, of course.
Good.
Yeah, you know what? I would love to see her in something completely different. Indoors, like what a concept, you know?
Maybe.
I think she could be very lovable and sweet and really expressive at times. I can see small glimpses of genuine, like, vulnerability on her face in certain scenes, even in this movie. And I think a great role is still out there for her in a really great movie. But this one was not it for me. No, I will admit, I liked it far better than Love in Zion and Marry Me in Yosemite. Those were bad. However, this seemed like a quota movie, just to fill in a quota. Yeah.
I wasn't super keen on it either, and I definitely wasn't looking forward to it. But I will say that Cindy kind of got through to me. She cracked through a little bit.
Interesting.
I thought she was less annoying than usual, and I actually found myself like giggling at some of her silly faces, which I usually am like groaning
rolling
about.
Your eyes, yeah.
I still didn't like the movie by any stretch, but I second what you said about her getting a good role and a good script. It'll happen.
Yes, I hope so. I've mentioned this a few times, but my biggest gripe with this movie, you know, when adult characters come across as overly juvenile or petulant, I automatically feel averse towards them. And I try to always think, does this character trait serve the story? Is there a need to have these characters act in this way? And I just don't think it does here.
I mean,
having the leads act childish is always, I think it's always an easy or lazy way, again, to use an enemies as lovers trope, which is my least favorite. And if you're of a certain age, I think this whole like ingenue act is tiring, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
I mean, I feel like that was supposed to be her character, and Ben was the worst
These
of
are
the two of them.
adults. You don't have to resort to childish hijinks. You can have hijinks, and you can have fun, and you can be like childlike, but not like childish and like literally acting like a baby.
Yeah.
Also, I thought there were just so many holes or strange details in this story. Number one, you know, who goes on a wilderness trip on one day's notice, right? With no research and no like plan, without the appropriate gear. Also, the activities or the challenges they do, like what was the purpose? Whoever does the best gets the campaign, gets that Reels campaign. I don't know, it just seems so reductive and too simplified. It was just a series of like cliched, predictable scenarios, really. That's what I saw it as.
Yeah, I mean, it was just an awkward setup and script overall. Like 4 employees from this giant, vague tech entity doing egg races in the woods with like a secret winner takes all subplot, even though no one's job is in danger. It just felt tacked on. But because of that, Busby's physical comedy and the whole like Legally Blonde, City Slickers vibe that they had her flailing through, it was actually a nice break from the tiring script, and I guess that's kind of saying a lot.
Yeah, like you kind of mentioned, I understand the people there represented the north, south, east, west offices of this vague company, but like only 4 people on a business retreat? It seemed awkward when they were doing the challenges because there was like nobody there, essentially.
Yeah, it definitely was.
On a positive note, I can definitely relate to Maya on some level, as I am not outdoorsy at all, and I wouldn't know how to like pitch a tent or do any of that stuff, or attempt to even get into a raft in the water. So I did find some of those antics like kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, well,
so.
it is relatable, and yeah, I saw you getting on board with that.
But overall, I found it more enjoyable than I expected, which means I didn't hate it, but it still wasn't good.
Yeah, I didn't hate it either. We have seen worse this year for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well, why don't we get to performances?
Sure.
For me, I don't think anyone's performance stood out. Again, even the last review, I just wasn't feeling it.
You gotta stop doing that.
No, well, I hate to say it, I'm just being honest. Not even Ben, not even his charm could have saved this. I think he was fine, but I was unclear about his true motivations. At first, I thought he was just like kind of like, in cahoots with the CEO, and he was just gonna win the whole thing and get the job, and he was just gonna show off. And then he changed and he seemed like a genuine guy, but like none of those aspects of his personality were strong enough. You know what I mean? Like I didn't see any kind of character arc, a significant character arc. I don't know, like there just wasn't enough nuance and nothing interesting to grab onto. The only interesting thing about each of them was revealed when they all first got there. Like one of the women there was able to speak like 5 languages. They all picked out like a little character trait from a hat, and they had to guess which one of the 4, which really isn't that hard because there's only 4 of them. That was like the only interesting thing we found out about the characters. I don't remember what Benjamin's was at this time, but we'll put a clip.
I volunteer fighting wildfires during the dry season on the Pacific coast.
So brave.
To it. But anyway, I didn't have a standout. There was no standout for me.
So all that was just to say you didn't have a standout?
No, sorry, I didn't have a standout.
Anyways, I can easily say Cindy Busby is my standout. She's kind of the definition of standout, just usually not in the good way. But like I said, she didn't make me groan so much this time, so thanks for that.
But is that really like good? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
There were a few interesting things in this movie that I noticed in other Hallmark movies. So why don't we do a little where'd you see it section. Okay, so the opening scene of this movie is very, very similar to another opening scene of another movie. Are very, very similar.
Well, play them.
Real places, real people, real life.
And then the suspension bridge scene in this movie. Where have we seen the suspension bridge before in another Hallmark movie?
I can't believe I'm gonna... Okay.
That's it. Easy. Easy.
Let us know, right, in the comments below.
Please.
Yeah.
Why don't we head to Nit Picky, Hit Picky?
Okay, hit. Gorgeous scenery. Undeniable.
Yeah.
So the cinematography was beautiful. There were many frames that could easily be a postcard, so that's always lovely to see.
Yeah, it did look nice.
Yeah.
Nit, that boss character, she was the worst. She was all over the place. Like, I don't know how they wrote her or whatever. Like,
No
at
ethics.
first I thought she was a coworker, and then I guess like a submissive team leader, and then it turns out that she's actually the boss, and she's a cutthroat and tries to get Maya to sabotage other players by stealing their glasses and tossing them in the lake.
So evil.
Psycho.
Yeah. Nit. Allegra's surname is mentioned throughout the movie as Adams, but in an online article about her, there's a little typo or a misprint, and her last name is Abbott.
I thought they did. I thought they did that as
that
a
on
little
purpose?
a funny Bill Abbott dig.
Oh, no, but her last name was Adams, so why would it be Abbott in the... I think it was a
I don't know.
mistake.
I remembered it as Abbott. I never.
Really?
I never. Yeah.
Oh.
I saw Abbott.
Okay, well, I just thought it was a little continuity error.
Oh.
Mistake kind of thing, yeah. Hit. I love it when movies or film festivals do an acknowledgement to the land that they film on, and I noticed that they did that in this movie. This is what they said. Maybe we'll just put it here on the screen. But it was for acknowledging that they filmed on the land of the Squamish people.
Squamish. The Squishes Mishmash.
I can't say the actual name. I don't know how to read that, but I thought that was very nice and very cool.
Yeah.
I do have a kind of another nit. You hinted on it before, but I didn't like that they reused the same scene that was in Easter Bloom with Benjamin Hollingsworth balancing the egg, doing the egg race.
I mean, how have we
We
seen?
just saw him do that.
Have we seen 2 egg races this year? Both
Why?
from Ben.
Isn't that weird?
Nah, not really.
That's a nit. That's my last nit. I didn't like that. I was like, didn't we just see this?
Just a coincidence.
Whatever.
Well, why don't we head to the report card?
Let's do it.
Promotion or deadline?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she would have gotten that Reels campaign. or whatever it
Reels.
was. Career-driven lead, yes.
Big misunderstanding.
Yes.
Definitely.
Change of heart, yes. So far, so good.
Someone gets dumped, fired, dies, or quits.
No.
No, surprisingly.
Second romance subplot. I'm gonna say yes because I feel like the CEO and
Yeah, they were.
the man who was running the
They never touched on it
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
They just left it.
yeah
Proposal or wedding?
no. Travel issues.
Selling the house, business, or farm?
Yes, he was gonna sell the business. Big city, small town transition. I would say yes.
Yeah.
We're a small town, right?
The almost kiss.
Yes, we have one here. Mad dash. I'm gonna say kind of because remember she like gets out of the raft and like walks in the water like
Oh,
to
yeah,
him
that's
like wait, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Hey, whatever.
That's
right?
a mad splash.
Mad splash. That's it.
And you got this.
Oh boy. Yes.
Yeah, there's like a couple of things.
There's a you got
You
this.
got this, and I got this, and a we got this. All of the got this is this.
Well, at least they had that, right? Oh boy.
So Daniela, did a Whitewater Romance hit or miss the Hallmark for you?
Unfortunately, this was a miss for me.
And it was also a miss for me.
Yeah.
Just barely though. I was, I think halfway through the movie I was kind of like, this could be a hit, and then I was like, no, it just kind of ran itself into the ground. And it was only because Busby, I was like, oh, she's not annoying yet. But
Her role is out there.
We'll see you on the
It's
next
pretty
one.
important. Yes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
And let us know what you thought of a Whitewater Romance.
Did it hit or miss the Hallmark for you? Let us know in the comments below.
And we'll see you next episode.
Bye.
Bye.